Hey guys, it's Cameron here with Emerson Property Management. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that have helped me build up a sizable rental portfolio in about 2 years and now manage that portfolio. Today I want to talk about the sleep well at night test. So this is something that, I get a lot of questions about: should I invest in real estate? Should I do stocks? Should I do bonds? What should I do? And really, at the end of the day, you're going to have to ask yourself, if you can and have the stomach to invest in some of these things. So I don't know, I hope some of you are with Vanguard, really low cost index funds. When you go through their process of what kind of your portfolio should be composed of, they'll ask you questions about your risk tolerance. Can you handle 25, 35, 55% drops? Can you handle that? Are you going to freak out and sell? So when somebody asks, and then they kind of build a model based on that, right? So when somebody asks what I should invest in, what should I be doing? One of the biggest things I always ask people: one, what is your goal? What are you trying to do? Should I buy a rental property? Well, what are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to leave your job? Are you trying to build wealth for your family? Are you trying to do it because you think it's going to be cool? Do you have a bunch of disposable income and need some tax breaks? Whatever your reasoning, and they're all valid reasons, most of them anyways, you have to know that going into it. Once you know that, the second piece is, are you going to sleep well at night? Some people cannot handle the fact that if they get called out for a plumber at 2 a.m, they're going to freak out. Or the tenant, they have a dispute and the tenant, doesn't agree with them, so the owner doesn't like confrontation, can't handle that. Or, oh my gosh, heaven forbid you have to deal with an eviction. If you guys have any questions about evictions, I think it's up over here. Had a good chat about the eviction process. It's not something to be concerned about. It's just the normal process. So, sleep well at night. Don't buy anything, even if it's the best mathematical thing that you can do, if it's going to shave years off of your life due to stress, anxiety, if it's just not the right investment for you. You can do low returns and you sleep well at night. So that's the first piece, the sleep well at night test. Can you what's your goal? And then is it going to allow you to sleep well at night? One of the other bits that you can do, and I don't care if you're investing in real estate or buying stocks, whatever it is, this is a Dave Ramsey-ism. And I think Dave Ramsey's for the middle class. Take that for what it's worth. But how much is your monthly burn? Meaning, how much do you spend every month? Do you spend $2,000 a month with rent and everything, food, housing, transportation, all that? Or do you spend $15,000? Whatever that number is that you spend every month, sit there, say, okay, I spend $2,000 a month. How much cash do I have? Liquid cash do I have? Do I have $10,000, which then would be 5 months of burn? Basically, you had 5 months of expenses saved up. So if you got laid off, you wouldn't have to go find a job for another 5 years or 5 months. Wish 5 years. And is that enough? Is that okay? If you don't make any money from your investments or something happens, you lose your job, is that enough for you to feel comfortable? So whatever it is. So say, I know people that are comfortable with 2 or 3 months because they're so employable, or they believe so much in their industry. They work in a government job or something like that. They don't care. They know that they have the stability in their job, that they are never going to get fired. So they're okay with a month, 2 months, 3 months of reserves. And they know if they did get laid off, they'd find another job immediately. Some people, I used to work in the oil and gas market, where the market goes like this. You hit $130 oil down to 25, up to 60, down to 20. That required a little bit more in savings to make people feel comfortable, because you got to ebb and flow with the market. So whatever that burn rate is, whatever you have saved, if you don't have enough to make you sleep well at night or feel comfortable, then don't start investing. Give yourself a minute, just step back and say, is that, let's fund this first. If I'm good, I feel comfortable with what I have in the bank to live off of in case something happens to me. Then the next piece is, what do I want to put it in? Mathematically, I can tell you exactly what you should do. But if you're going to be so stressed and anxious, like I mentioned earlier, it's not worth it. So first, if I just recap real quick, first of all, how much money am I spending every month? That's what you should ask yourself. Then go into, is that enough to feel comfortable? How many months would I feel comfortable at? If you need 6 months and you spend $2,000 a month, you're gonna need $12,000 in the bank before you start investing. Then the second part is, once you have that set up and you feel good there, then you say, what's the best avenue to invest in? Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, small businesses, venture capital, whatever it is. But that's kind of how I would think about it. So again, I hope that was helpful. If it was, let me know. If it wasn't, let me know. I appreciate you guys. I'll see y'all next week.